What's up? I'm gonna give y'all a quick trading recap, my thought process, and a quick rundown on how I knew when to take this trade and why did I take this trade. But let's get right into it. Okay, hold on. Holy shit. What a glitch right here. That happened a while ago though, I see. Okay, let me put it on electronic real quick. Okay, there we go. So, for the most part, when checking my chart, I was checking like a little bit earlier. I marked out my previous session high, and this was I believe. Hold on, I always forget the sessions keeps the sessions is really a headache for me. Hold on, let's see. So that was around 1:30. So I'll see 1:30. And then okay, that was Tokyo session. Here's London session right here. So I marked out. This is all sessions together, but I marked out my previous session high and my previous session lows all together, not by each session. So as you can see, I marked out my previous session high, and that was it's Tokyo session, and for my low, it was during New York session and London session also. So it was like New York slash London session, and I marked it right here. It was before 9:30 volatility, but for the most part, yeah. After I did that, I was just looking at the pretty much how if this was a bullish or bearish market, and for the most part, it gave more range. But as you can see, during the during Tokyo session, it was more of a bearish, and then during the London session, it was more. It was half and half, you know. See, it got bullish right here, and then it went bearish. And then, for the most part, after seeing that, so basically, bearish is 2, and then bullish is 1. So we're going 2 for 1. So I was like, this will be more of a bearish kind of day, you know. And so I entered a little. No, I not a little. I definitely entered late. I entered like around here somewhere. I can't really see. Hold on. It was around here somewhere, but it's showing here. I don't know why. Hold on. I guess it was. I guess it was right here, but I remember it being one of these three. But anyways, I could have entered right here for a better chance, and I was low-key kind of confused with price action, but I remember I don't have the trading view premium plan. I have the free print plan, so it's kind of 10 minutes behind. See, it's currently 10:50, as you can see down here, but this is only the 10:40 candlestick, so I'm 10 minutes behind. And I was like, how did I hit take profit? It was like around here, and I was like, how did I hit take profit when it's take profits down here, you know? But then I figured it out, you know. So I'll probably get the premium a little later. But anyways, I started getting. I was seeing all these green FVGs, and the green FV fair value gaps was getting smaller and smaller, and as it getting smaller and smaller and smaller, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a sell position out of this. Also because it just kept rejecting passing this high, you know, or really this high, you know. Even though it created a break of structure, I was like, yeah. We had 1, 2, 3. It went up 3 times, and it didn't continue. The continuation was buns. So I was like, yeah, let's go for a sell. And then I was like, I was really wanted to enter it right here, but it's whatever. I entered like over here somewhere, but it shows right here. I think it's just because of my free plan or whatever. But yeah, pretty much. Let's see what else can I say. But yeah, it bounced off our resistance 3 times. I did mark resistance, but it was just not showing. I think I took it off or whatever. So, and then I was over all pretty much. It was really the fact that it bounced off resistance 3 times, and that we had a bearish trend 2 times, 2 times, and a bullish trend 1 time, which this would be the bullish from Wednesday. From Wednesday, keep in mind from Wednesday. It was kind of 2 for 2. I didn't enter this. I didn't see this one right here, but this was during Wednesday also. But I really just went off of that after the first super high. You know, this low. It was when I could have marked that, but yeah, it even made a lower low. It made it went lower from closer here, but pretty much, and then it broke what I wanted to break, this previous session low, and pretty much I'm just yapping at this point. But things that could have improved that trade was just overall pretty much my entry, and my entry actually pretty much. But I did identify the sessions. You know, I identified one session high and one session low, including all the sessions, and I went off of like the previously respected trends, you know, overall, and I marked out a break of structure, but it wasn't really a strong break of structure. It was a weak break of structure. It looks a little bit strong, but it could have been stronger. You know what I mean? I would have wanted to feel. I would have wanted to go at least. Let's see. Let's see. 213. 13. $40 more or something like this from between here. Hold on. And here. Wait, hold on. Here. And here. That was more like 20, you know? Or 25, I don't know. But if it would have went like a little bit more right here, I would have been like, oh yeah, this is definitely passing the previous session high. You know, but, well, it didn't. And it did it on the second time it hit resistance. So overall, yeah, and I'm just looking at my strategy overall. But yeah, I really didn't have to make this 8 minutes long, but I did. But pretty much, yeah. I need to read books like Kai Cenat, you know what I mean? I need to start reading books, because I'm just saying, you know, I gotta better my talking, you know? Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much what I want this trade. Ooh, y'all like the hoodie though? I need to make more updates on this hoodie, you know? I need to make more updates on this hoodie. Y'all can hardly even see me. Holy shoot. I have trash in the bag. Just don't worry about that. Just don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't worry about that. Worry about me. You know what I'm saying? Worry about me. Worry about me and you together, you know? We can make it top to the together. We can make it to the top together. You feel me? You know? But yeah. You know? Yeah. But yeah. Let me know if y'all like my hoodie or not. I'm making a few more updates, and then I'm hoping to drop between 1 to 2 months, and then I'm gonna scale the hell out of that shit. But yeah, let's get it in. Hold on, that bit blurry for some reason. Okay, but yeah, y'all like this Burberry Ooh, this good quality, dude. Good quality. Alright, but that's pretty much it for today's trading recap. See y'all. Well, see. See y'all.